Hello, hello, Kelly from the Boho Witchery here again. Well, it is Monday, and this morning I woke up and I was not feeling it. It was one of those days where I was questioning what I was doing, questioning the path I chose to follow, wondering if it was all worth it, if it was worth the time and the effort and the energy to build my own business and to keep moving forward with it, and what I would like to do, what I feel like my calling is, what I know my calling is. We all have those days where we question everything, right? So I thought I would just do some tarot cards. It was time to go back in, reflect, do a little bit of meditation, ask my cards what the heck was going on with my life, right? So I do that. I do my cards. They, of course, are telling me what I need to know, not exactly what I want to know. I want, I want the 10 of Pentacles. I want the 10 of Cups. I want the 6 of Wands. I want, victory. I want success. I want wealth. That's not what I was getting. I was getting the inner work and the reflection and, the choice cards, the 2 of Pentacles to balance everything, the Lover's card, hard decisions. I didn't want to hear any of that today. I wanted to know that I was on the right path, that I was making the right decisions, that it was worth all the work that I'm putting in, right? We all want validation for what we're doing. So then I got frustrated and I was like, you know what? Let me pull a card for the collective. I haven't done that in a long time. I'll make a cute little reel. Ha ha ha. It'll be great. So I went and I'm like, let me do Oracle because I've had it with the tarot this morning. So I pulled out Intuitive Whispers Oracle by Maud Hurst. Shuffle, 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 focus on the collective. And the card that I pulled out was Community Calls. This is card number 38. It's considered an action card in this deck, meaning you're supposed to do something about what the subject of the card that you pull. So community, right? And I'm thinking, oh, I can talk all about how it's so important to find our community. And, there's a lot of talk about that lately, finding the people that you connect with, the people who can support you, especially through these troubling times in our world and specifically the US right now. We need our community more than ever. And as I was thinking about all the wonderful stuff I was going to talk about community, I realized that this card was also for me. This was a personal sign from my guides who obviously understood that I was so frustrated with the answers I was getting from the tarot. And they're like, let's just call you out on it. Community calls. I run a community. I run a spiritual community for magical support, magical learning, magical discovery. I help people find their own magic, lean into their intuition, live with intention, and then add a little bit of magic to it, whether you want to call it sorcery, whether you want to call it witchcraft, folk magic, whatever it is, to find the magic in the mundane to help create the world that they want to live in, their own personal life and the world as a whole. That's what I do. So when this card came up, it kind of caught me because I wasn't it, because that inspiration, that flash of acknowledgement and that intuitive hit came while I was in the middle of preparing what I was going to say about community as a whole. So pulling those two things together, there is a message for the collective. It is important that we find our community. And whether that community is just you and a neighbor having a cup of coffee, chatting over the fence, going for a walk together, or whether that community is you coming to one of my intention circles and manifesting a collective intention together with people, or joining the Nebula and learning magic on your own with others who are also learning on their own together in a group. No matter which one you choose, community is vital. It is vital that we find the people that we connect with, that support us, that hold empathy for us, the people that are going to be there to cheer us on when we do something, whether great or even something average, and the people that are going to be there to hold our hands when life gets hard and we're struggling to make those decisions. Oh my God, what the hell is happening to me? Anyway, it is important that you find a table that has a chair for you, a seat at a table where your voice is heard. a place where you feel like you truly belong. Community and belonging go hand in hand. You can be surrounded by 10 people, 20, 2,000 people. But if you don't feel like you belong, then it is not your community, right? It's just a bunch of people together. It's the connection. It's that sense of validation that you're important, that you matter. That's what makes the community. I try very hard to hold that space for people in the nebula. I try very hard to hold that space for people who join my monthly intention circles. I try hard. I think the people that are in the nebula enjoy it, and they are learning and growing and discovering magic on their own, and I am there to support them and help them and guide them through it all. If they have questions, whether they're learning divination, whether they're exploring crystals, whether somebody is learning to channel, whatever it is, I really try hard to hold that space for people, to make everybody feel like they matter, because it's so important. And the reason I think I do that is because I did not have that when I first realized that magic and sorcery were kind of my thing. That, there wasn't really a place where I could find that. Yeah, you could go to the library and there were books. And don't forget, way back in the day, we didn't have the internet for me to pop on and find my virtual support community. We had to do it like on foot, door to door. You had to find community that way. So it wasn't as easy as it is now. So I didn't really have that. So I had kind of a struggle going along. I didn't really fit into other groups, not necessarily magical groups, but in high school, after high school, even at workplaces and stuff. Yes, I had friends and everything was great, but I never really felt that true sense of belonging. And that's why it's so important that I try to hold that space and create that for people who join the nebula. I want to create a space where you are valued, where you matter, where your voice is heard, and where you truly feel like you belong. That really is the essence of community. So yes, community calls. Find a place where you belong, where you click, where you make a difference. It doesn't have to be worldwide difference. Just if it makes a difference in your day, you've got a community, and that's fantastic. And for me, community calls, this is my sign to keep going, to keep talking about the nebula, to keep talking about my intention circles, to keep inviting people to join me, because maybe my community is the community you've been looking for. And if it is, then you absolutely have a seat at my table, and I welcome you to join us.